BHC Today for Tuesday, April 12th. This is the third day of an 8-day period we call Holy Week that began on Palm Sunday. It had been a long time since Jesus had been in Jerusalem. It was the center of power where the religious leaders, his most powerful and vocal critics, were located. On what we call Palm Sunday, Jesus came into the city riding on a donkey, as had been prophesied by Zechariah and Isaiah many years before. He was given a hero's welcome by the people, an event that would have been noticed by the religious leaders. The next day, Monday, he upset tables and chased the commercial businesses out of the temple. It must have been mass confusion. The Pharisees and Sadducees were not happy, but were afraid to confront him. Tuesday, in another bold move, he spent the day in the temple teaching, another confrontation of the temple leadership. Then he left town on Wednesday. He rested. It was on Wednesday that a woman came and anointed his head with very expensive ointment. Thursday was filled with events. We call it Maundy Thursday or Holy Thursday. Maundy comes from the Latin mandatum, which is translated commandment, and refers to John 13:34, where Jesus says, "A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, you must love one another." The Passover meal that we call the Last Supper, prayers in Gethsemane, his arrest and trial by the religious leaders all took place on Thursday. Friday, which we call Good Friday, was the trial by Pilate, his crucifixion and burial. Very little said about Saturday. It was the only full day Jesus' body lay buried. The religious leaders didn't believe, but they remembered what Jesus had said and were paranoid, thinking that something might happen, so they posted guards at his tomb. A lot had happened in that week after Palm Sunday, and on Easter, Resurrection Sunday, the disciples discovered that Jesus was no longer in the tomb. He had risen from the grave, and he was alive. That week changed our relationship with God, and our world has never been the same. Many of the events of that week had been prophesied years before, and the religious and political leaders were just playing bit parts as Jesus paid the penalty for our sin. Jesus offers forgiveness and a personal relationship to anyone who admits to God that he or she is a sinner, believes that Jesus is the only way to get to heaven, and commits to live for him. Knowing this life is just a prelude to eternity in heaven gives us the freedom to live and to serve our Lord without fear.